Hello, it's Virginia from the Yellowfarm and for Shepherd's Talk, and I wanted to do a quick video today of washing some locks. These are some of my Teeswater locks that I have here. This was actually from a ram that I have, and these, you can see how clean they are, no vegetable matter because my flock is coated. Well, I see there's a little piece right there. Hope you can see that. I'm getting it out of here. So this is the raw fiber. You could spin this raw very nicely without much issue at all because it is so clean and so lustrous. But today I'm going to show you how I wash them in any case. So I'm filling the sink, my utility sink, with warm water. I'm letting it get a couple of inches of water in here before I put the locks in. And I like it to be kind of tepid. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to put some of the locks in now. And I'm just going to let them drop into the water. Like that. Just like that. I'm not going to do too many right off the bat. I'm letting the locks kind of acclimate to the water temperature. Not too hot. There we are. Just let them kind of absorb all the water in there. And you can see, you know, I know there are people that are a little nervous about getting their locks wet. For me, I don't get nervous because I see these locks growing on the sheep all the time, and I see the sheep out in the rain. So I'm a little more used to it. But so don't worry about getting them wet. They're very happy wet. I'm going to move the fiber over, and I'm going to turn the water back on. I've now added a couple of drops of dish detergent. I like to use Dawn. That's just what I've been brought up on, kind of, so that is what I use. And you don't need much. A couple of drops will do you. I'm letting this fill with a little more water, you can see. And now that the locks are kind of used to the temperature, I'm going to bring the temperature of my water up a little warmer. So it's pretty warm. Turn that off so you can hear me. You don't have to worry about agitating this a little bit. It's good for the locks to move around in this water. It won't hurt them at all. You certainly don't want to agitate them like crazy. I find that sometimes when I'm washing the locks, any little bits of stray vegetable matter will kind of come to the top. Or I can see them, I can feel them with my finger sometimes. If there's a little bit of hay in there, sometimes I feel it. And I'm just moving this around a little tiny bit to make sure that the locks all get a lovely bath of warm soapy water. I'm going to reach down and pull the plug. I don't let mine sit very long. I don't think they need it. So I'm going to let that drain. Let that drain and take the fiber. I push it to the side usually to let all the dirty water run down the drain. You probably don't need to see all this part, but there you go. You're getting it anyway. I'm going to refill this. Turn my water back on again. Again, nice and warm. I don't like it scalding. I don't like to remove all of the lanolin, every bit of lanolin from my fiber. I like to have, you know, if you're going to dye this, it's going to go back in another hot bunch of water. If you're going to knit with it or spin it and then set the yarn, it's going to get washed again. So I tend to do a very light job with mine for the most part. I don't scour it. Also, my fiber is fairly clean, so it does turn out to be pretty easy. So again, this is warm. I can get my hands in it, but it's borderline uncomfortable for my hands. Just to give you an idea of how hot that is. I don't like it too hot. I don't like it where I can't put my hands in and move this around a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. And I am trying to do this in real time. I'll try not to stop the video so that you can see I haven't, you know, done anything in between. And this is really the length of time I let my locks soak. Not very long. I'm going to pull the plug. Let that go down again. I'm going to move the locks to the side so that they don't clog up my drain. There, like that. Now I'm going to turn on the sprayer. But I want the water to be just tepid. I don't want it to be hot, and I certainly don't want it to be cold. I'm going to turn my sprayer on. Here we go. See if you can see this. There we go. I am rinsing these locks. They don't mind the sprayer at all. Now these are Teeswater. My Wensleydales I do exactly the same way. There are fleeces and fiber, however, that you cannot do this with. You should not be spraying directly with a sprayer, that it might tend to mat them too much. But these Wensleydale and Teeswater locks are easy to do this way, and it just rinses them a little bit more. So now I'm going to pick these up and squeeze the water out. Okay. And I'm going to grab a towel. And I'm going to put these, whoops, there's my towel. I'm going to lift these and I'm going to put them right in a towel, right here. And I'm going to roll them tightly in the towel and squeeze them. Okay. Then I will turn this off, this recording off as I go to walk into the other room. I want to show you how I lay them out. But I don't want to make you sick as I'm walking. So I'm going to turn it off now. Meet me in the other room. Here I am. I've got the towel squeezing out some of the moisture in those. You can also do this in the salad spinner, which I think is coming up in another video. I'm dumping these out. You can see that the locks hold their structure pretty well. Now I'll dry these in one of two ways. I do like to lay them out like this on a towel. If it's really nice weather, I will put these outside on a screen so that the top and bottom can dry at the same time. If I'm selling lamb locks, move this up a little bit, and you're going to be knitting these locks in, I would actually pull locks out one at a time and lay them like that. I'd take another one and I'd lay it. Now this particular fleece could be used for knitting locks, and you'd get kind of a shearling look. And I lay them, I make a stack of them like that. You can leave them this way, it's absolutely fine, but they'll be a little curlier and a little less uniform. And if you want to knit with them, or maybe if you are going to spin with them and you want to make sure that they're all laid out, although I don't really know why that would be advantageous, but you certainly could. You would take these locks and you'd lay them out like this in a stack and let them dry that way. This bunch will be a little more uniform and stretched out a little bit more than this bunch, which is obviously going to be just curly and lovely. And that's it. Let them dry. Enjoy them later. Spin with them, knit with them, felt with them, anything you like. Thanks for watching.